Hmm. Something like a 5 hour energy or something like that.
Mm.
That's why I tell you whenever you can't sleep, I'll tell you to drink a cup of tea or drink you
It'll,
a cup of coffee
it'll knock me right the
because I
fuck out.
recognize that fact. Yeah.
All right. I think I'll start. If I can't sleep, fuck it.
I mean, what have you got to lose at that point?
Not a goddamn thing.
Consider it a healthy experiment. But no, it's like that video I sent you. The reason I sent you that particular one is because in that interview, she flat out says she will not resign. No matter what, she will not resign. And that these and that it goes on later to say that her office, the Secretary of State's office,
Mm-hmm.
will investigate the Secretary of State's office, meaning they will not turn over the investigation to anybody, any other.
Department.
Hmm.
Mm. Well, we'll see what happens. Worst come to worst,
And
the worst come to worst, the feds will step in
they'll have to.
because she won't step down, and the state can't remove her. Then the feds will have to step in and be like, "Hey, yeah, no, you gotta go, buddy."
I mean, they tried to downplay the importance of those passwords in the video, but do you realize what I could do if I can get into your BIOS on your computer?
Whew.
I could do anything I wanted to at that point. Your BIOS is the ultimate controller of that computer. I can make it blow up. I could shut it down. I can make it act any way I want it to act. Because getting through the BIOS would eventually allow me to get into your operating system, and boom, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
And that's just flat out fucking scary, you know.
Yep. What is this?
What's up?
Ooh, this is a nice little feature. So I can add countdowns for my streams.
Hmm. On YouTube, I knew you could do that. On Twitch. Rico.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't. Fuck. I was adding the countdowns as you said that, but you said YouTube. You can do that.
I knew you could do that on YouTube. Can you do that on Twitch?
Yep, you can do it on Twitch too. This is awesome. Stuff like this. It's little shit like this.
Yeah, it's little stuff like that that can definitely make it more fun for you.
Where's Eastern Standard Time? What?
Oh, are you streaming right now?
Yeah, just went. I went live and I have it on the starting screen. So it's like if you look at the stream, it says starting, but I haven't officially started yet.
Hey JJ, how are you today?
I think it's. I want to get in the habit of doing that, starting like 5 to 10 minutes early, but just having music playing as it sits on starting screen and blah de fucking blah. Just kind of do that.
Yeah, it gives you a chance to get ready. But it allows you to it allows you to schedule your live and during that time get ready for an extended live.
Yep.
Get all your ducks in a row.
I have used the bathroom. I'm awake. I took a nice little nap. It was a 30-minute nap, so thank God.
Maybe you'll actually get some fucking sleep tonight.
Here's to hoping. And if I don't, I'll drink the coffee. Nice warm cups of coffee seem to do the fucking opposite to me. Fuck. JJ though, good to see you, buddy. Still there? Yeah, let me make sure the audio is synced. Oh, excuse me. Good to go. Right now I'm live with my buddy Chaos. We're just shooting the shit. Chaos, how's it going on your end? You almost done work yet? Chaos? Hello? You kind of breaking up a bit. JJ, how's your day going, buddy? What you up to?
Mongols coming! Get away from the river! Samurai
Oh, ouchie.
Oh, I swear to God, I hate Oklahoma sometimes.
You good, buddy?
Yeah. Just fucking went through a bad service area.
Yeah, I was wondering why I couldn't hear you anymore. All right, here we go. Why are you losing it? Why are you losing your head, JJ?
keep going.
Can't get a good squad for Jack.
I need your blade.
It'd be like that, buddy.
Get a good squad for what?
For Warzone.
Norio, what are you doing?
Probably because everybody is playing BO6 right now.
Lives can't. We'll defend the monks at the.
What'd you say, Chaos?
I said probably because everybody's playing BO6 right now.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Go to lead the way. All of you, come with us.
Let's go. Oh yeah, BO6 is way better than this. I bet.
Yeah, but Ubisoft is never going to get that fucking cheating under control.
Oh, hell no.
I've been seeing stream after stream of people just bragging about cheating. Just outright showing how they're cheating.
That's sad. Shit. They'll get the cheating under control eventually, I'm sure.
I hope so. But I mean, they've had 6 iterations of Black Ops to get it under control and nothing so far, you know?
Right. Ah, motherfucker.
Quarters of a mile. Making a turn.
And what gets me is, I can understand playing around with cheats on a single-player game if you wanted to, but what does it benefit you to play around with cheats in a multiplayer game? Doesn't increase your skill, doesn't make you a better player.
I've never understood that.
I'd rather become a better player through
That's what
practice and learning.
That's what I'd want.
I can't keep going. Ready?
Motherfucker.
Lord Sakai, I need your blade.
Oh shit, ow.
I can't keep going.
Come on.
Won't hold out much longer.
Damn it! 1 second, Cass. Let me turn on the volume because I can't hear you for shit. This thing is this shit is blaring in my ears. All right, now talk. Say it again.
Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I lost when I was at the end. One. What is happening? I win. I always win.
The Mongols lost badly here. They won't
Maybe
be
you're just
eager to
having an
return.
off game today.
The monks will never
No, I'm
forget
still
what you
waking
did
up.
for them. I didn't fight alone, Norio. No, but if I had not listened to you, many more would be dead. What will you do now? It's time I return to see the temple. We still need your Naginata to drive the invaders from our home. You'll have it. And my temple will be a strong ally to you in the north. I'll join you there. Let's check the temple grounds. The Buddha. My brother earned the name Guardian when he saved this temple. I wish we could have saved the statue. The statue's final lesson. Save what we can, but know that everything passes away. It's a worse statue when it's broken, but a better teacher.
Yay, technique point.
Turn right onto North Highway 99.
Primal fortitude.
Proceed to the roof. Proceed to the roof.
All right. See if I can stream for 4 hours without Adderall. Good luck to me.
Lord. Yeah, really good luck to you.
Good luck to me on that front.
I don't think I could do it for 4 hours. I'd get bored. Or I'd just stop talking altogether.
I can keep a conversation going as long as my brain is wired. I like to think I can. Like JJ. Fucking I don't know. Never mind. My brain isn't all here. I can't think of anything.
Trade is difficult in these times, my
Well
lord.
then.
I'll think of something. Just stand by, JJ. I'll think of something.
Welcome. Welcome.
That's hilarious.
You want to share a drink with me?
Not really. I'm just being polite. But I do want your help. A map was stolen from me. I need it back. Kenji speaks very highly of
I
your
won't commit
skill.
crimes for you, Lady Sanjo, even if Kenji is a friend of yours.
So we're clear. The map marks the locations where food is stored. This is how I feed Toyotama's people.
So you need me to find the thief.
Oh, I know where he is. Hiding in a gambler's den by the Three Paths Well. I just need you to retrieve the map.
I'll see what I can do. But if you're lying to me...
Lord Sakai, I am nothing if not honest.
Oh, I don't
Just
trust the word
ask
she
the
says.
last man who questioned my sincerity. You'll find his head covered in flies out back.
God damn, she is ruthless.
Fighting.
Be careful. Many people know the thief who took the map, and the lengths I'll go to get it back.
JJ Chaos, I tell ya, this game is fucking brutal.
Still playing Ghost.
Yep, I love this game. I love the armors. I love the outfits. I love the combat. It's real fun, but boy, howdy, do I fucking suck at stealth. The stealth aspect of this game is my worst aspect. I am so goddamn bad at stealth. Like it's not even
Well,
funny. What's up?
at least you're honest about it.
Like what ends up happening is either I fail the stealth mission,
I'm right here.
or it have to keep trying over and over again until I get it right, or I just end up turning
Mm-hmm.
a stealth mission into all out fight against 100 dudes.
Well, still considered stealth. Nobody's alive. There's nobody left alive to see you.
It can't be seen if everyone's dead. Can't be seen if everyone's dead. Hello, you. I do really appreciate the one thing about this game is that when you get enough upgrade materials to upgrade something, the game just like you get a little notification and be like, "Hey, upgrade."
This is a three-path swell.
Yeah,
Where's the
those seem
gambler's
pretty
den?
cool.
That is a nice little thing to do. Like it keeps track of it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I can't wait for Monster Hunter Wilds. Playing the beta was really fun, and I'm so excited.
Can I get a bag, please? Yeah, I look forward to that one too, Rico.
That's gonna be so fun. We're gonna hunt monsters together.
But aren't they saying that's going to be mostly solo play? Thank you.
No, Monster Hunter Wilds is Monster Hunter Wild is Monster Hunter. It's always been a co-op game. This is like yeah,
Not
it's
always.
solo. It is like yeah,
Must be
there's
the gambler's den. Appears abandoned. Hello?
You got what was that one between World and Wild?
I am Jin San.
That was mostly fucking
Open
solo.
up.
what'd you say?
What was the one that they released between World and Wild?
Rise.
That
Monster
seemed like
Hunter.
it was mostly a solo game.
It was mostly solo because no one was playing it.
Hmm.
Everybody
Fair
was stuck.
point.
Everybody was stuck on World, and the people who did try to Rise, most people agree that World was better. That's
Oh,
why it was hard.
absolutely, World was better in my opinion.
That's why people had a hard time finding people to play with on Rise because no one was playing it. People are still playing World to this day. Hardly anybody, if at all, is playing Rise.
God of the sun, no.
There has to be another way in.
Honestly, I didn't like the combat in Rise.
Nobody did. Nobody did. Fucking nobody did. I still want to try Rise because I mean I paid for the fucking thing, but there's no one to play with. Like I feel like I'd get bored playing it by myself.
I did. I got bored playing it by myself.
You must be Amaterasu.
I'm not even gonna lie to you about
Where's
it.
the map?
I
Forgive me, my
did.
lord. I don't have it. Ronin put me up to this. Wanted me to lure you inside.
A trap.
They know Lady Sanjo sent you. They want to trade the map for money.
Samurai, come out. I have a deal for you.
Stay here.
Yes, my lord.
What just happened?
I hear you're looking for Lady Sancho's map. I might be willing to sell it for a price.
What?
I don't bargain with thieves.
Maybe, but you'll run errands for them.
Give me the map now, or I'll take it from you.
And I heard you had no sense of humor. You're outnumbered. You want the map? Pay us.
I won't ask again.
Kill him! You won't get away! This is it! He dies!
Let's go.
What happened? Did you lose?
No, they thought they could surround
The map
me.
must be on one of these three. Here it is.
Thought they could surround me. Thought they had me.
Go home.
Thank you, my lord.
Thought they could play me for a sucker. They failed. These fuckers thought they could surround me, man.
Happened to you?
Thought they could get me,
Why? Something different.
and they failed.
You smell better. Cleaner.
I was wondering if you'd notice. Haven't felt this good since the Mongols invaded.
Had all I'm gonna take of that shit.
I have your
Oh.
map.
I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
Not to feed the people of Totama. Which is what you'll do. Isn't that right, Lady Sanjo?
I told you. This is my home, and these are my people. They are starving. I can feed them, and so I will.
Then I'll leave you to it.
Thank you, Lord Sakai.
That was an easy mission. That was
It just
kind of
means the next one's probably gonna be fucking hard as hell.
yeah. That was a little disappointingly easy if I think about it. I was like, it was just short and sweet. Just done and done. I was like, okay. I was expecting more, but no, it's just go to one place, kill 3 dudes, and take back the thing.
Sounds too good to be true.
It's worth the risk, isn't it?
That's easy to say before the Mongols catch you.
Wasting my goddamn time. All right, I'm 30 minutes into a 4-hour stream. Let's fucking go. Let's see if I got
See,
it
that's
in
what
me.
I'm.
kinds of armor.
That's why I'm saying that that game doesn't feel like it ties
Certainly
the
to frustrate
side
your
quests
enemies.
into the main missions at all. There's like no flow.
You need more to make these improvements.
Yeah, there's a little.
I'll see you
There's
again.
only some missions combined, but most of them just feel tacked on. Some feel like that, but most feel entirely too tacked on. But it's okay. Still a good game. Still a damn good game. But oh, Chaos, are you done with Remnant?
The ghost got inside Azumobe.
He had to
No,
disguise himself
I
as
haven't
a
gotten to
samurai.
play it in a week,
I
dude.
heard it different.
I've been
Oh
away
yeah.
from home.
Oh yeah, work. Lot of fucking work.
Hmm.
Right on, right on. Gotta make that money, honey.
Bills never stop.
God, they never do.
I'm happy to offer my services. An excellent choice. I'll make
Good,
an offer.
good lord, they never do.
Good fortune.
Well, when you finally get home, we can play it together, buddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, oh, please. What time is it? It is 4:25. Okay. The mail runs tomorrow as well, so maybe it'll come in tomorrow. It should come in tomorrow, and if not, I have to wait till Monday. Oh,
Mm,
God, this is gonna be rough. I'm
it'll
not
probably
feeling.
be Monday, dude.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that as much as I want to do this. I'm not feeling a wave of energy. You know what I mean? Let me go splash some water in my face. I will be right back, my beautiful viewers. I'm gonna splash some water in my face real quick. Good to see you, Monkey Man. I'm about to splash some water in my face. I'll be right back. Woo, I feel better. Nice cold, nice crisp cold water directly in the face. Always some much needed shock therapy. Monkey Man, what's the word, buddy? How are you? And Chaos. Okay, there was a topic I wanted to bring up to you earlier, but I forgot. So there is a sentiment about like at least in video games where it's like
Turn left
diver
onto
di-
North Highland Drive.
diversity for the sake of diversity is bad. It's the sentiment, and I cannot agree with that I used to think there was some soundness to it, but now I don't because I'm like, well, other than bad representation, you know
Left
how
lane to merge
like
onto
you
I-44
know
before
you know
Mexico.
how like black people used to be shown as having big old fish lips in media, or
Yeah.
or how there wasn't in RPGs specifically. There was like no real options for black hairstyles. Like we want to talk about bad representation. We can talk about bad representation. I'll gladly have that conversation with you all day about people being misrepresented, people and cultures and history being poorly represented. Uh, I
I
can
think that
we can have that
I think
conversation.
representation.
Show me
I
your
think
skill.
representation for the sake of representation is a bad idea because at that point you do away with the given lore of anything, and you say to the world, well, having this in this game is more important than staying true to the lore.
Well, no, that's another form of bad representation in my eyes. At least to me, at least to me, because if say your lore, yes, Monkey Man, this is chaos. If say the lore of a game uh has fish people in it, right? And now suddenly those fish people in the news release of the game, the sequel, whatever, the new release, those fish people now, I don't know, those those fish people who were exclusively male, now suddenly there's female fish people, and then you just kind of retcon their existence, despite like solid games of there being nothing but exclusively male fishmen. Yeah, that'd be a bit fucking jarring. Yeah, it'd be like, wait, where, what? Y'all done made it
I
very fucking clear
I,
that the fish
I would
people were
think
all
that would fall.
males.
I would think that would fall under the banner of we already knew in our mind that there was female fish people, but it was males who were the warrior class. They're males that you fought because the females were being protected, and then you upset that whole ideology in your mind, and you're like, well, what the fuck?
What?
If there's why are there suddenly female warrior fish people?
Like just out of it, just but that's what I mean. That's like they're retroactively added
Uh,
to, and I don't, and I'll admit, even I don't like I'm not like opposed, like viscerally opposed to it, but it's jarring. I can see why it would be. It would. I don't understand the people who just get pissed like viscerally. What the fuck is he doing?
it's not that they get pissed over little things like that, unless there is well established lore saying otherwise. For example, take your fish people. If there is lore in the game and in previous games that says females were never of the warrior class or females could not be warriors, and then all of a sudden there are female warriors, well, you just threw out all that fucking lore.
You threw out all the lore and build up. Yeah, no, like suddenly you just added something in that, and then try to
That had
retroactively explain why they're there, why it's why it makes sense that they're there, but they weren't there before at any other point in time throughout a series of games and lore you've built up.
and this is something that we're coming into with games that have extensive background lore and when I say extensive, I'm talking 40 plus years of lore like Space Marines 2.
Yeah, I,
Everybody's hollering, why? Everybody's hollering nowadays, well, why aren't there any female Astartes? Why are there no female Astarte warriors running around killing shit? And it's explained in the back lore that females could not physically withstand the surgeries and the treatments and the gene manipulation to become a starting. In
Which
fact,
was it?
only 1 in 1,000 males survive it.
Come and fight.
Yep. Oh, Monkey Man, we're talking
And it,
about bad representation in video games.
but let's take a newer game that in my opinion is doing bad representation. Let's take Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age Veilguard.
I don't know if they're doing bad representation. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. I want to be clear about
Well,
that. I have never played a Dragon Age game. I have no foreknowledge whatsoever. So this is going to be a little out of depth for me. Just letting you know that now.
that's fine. Let me give you a couple of examples, okay? When you think of elves, what color do you think of elves?
Like skin color?
Yes.
If they're dark elves, usually like a kind of purple look. Okay, so maybe I'm being biased because of Baldur's Gate 3. But I imagine their skin is dark of some shade, and then regular elves to be fucking
Light skinned,
pale,
right?
pale or light skinned.
And then the wood elves would be really tan, right?
Yeah.
Faster, Kage.
Okay. It's not just Baldur's 3, by the way. That's every RPG in the
Ever.
dating back decades. And I can see both sides of this argument, but how does having Asian elves fit into that picture?
What the fuck is an Asian elf? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's one of the inclusions in Dragon Age. Asian elves, Asian looking elves. Let's take it a step further. There's a 2-minute cutscene that you can't skip of a person being punished by having to do push-ups and shit like that for mispronouncing someone.
Oh, I actually saw. I think I saw that clip on Twitter recently. Like they getting punished by HR for it.
Yeah, having to do a female character having to do push-ups because they mispronounce someone.
Oh shit.
That's another form of inclusion that didn't need to be there. What purpose does it serve to the story of the game? My thing is this. I don't mind some inclusivity in games. I really don't. It's been in games for decades. I mean, all the way back to Neverwinter Nights, if you remember that game.
You're going to be all right.
Or
Never.
Neverwinter Nights. It was a top-down RPG turn-based style combat.
Yeah.
By
Oh,
Baldur's Gate.
now I remember what I was going to say. Sorry, I was trying not to die. As far as Asian elves go, I mean it's fantasy. I don't. It's really hard for me to argue against that. Someone can just say, "Well, it's my fantasy. I can do whatever I want." And I'm like, "Well, fair." I mean, I gotta like it, but fair. It's fantasy. I know it deviates from the not like an official standard, but the long-standing tradition of elves looking this way, looking a certain way. But it's like you're right. It is fantasy. You can have people look however the fuck you want.
I mean, think about it like this. Our picture of elves, do you know where it originates from?
I don't.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Oh yeah, Tolkien. Isn't he like the godfather of fucking
Of
fantasy?
fantasy. Yeah.
Of medieval
Our picture of
fantasies?
elves. Yeah. Our picture of elves, of hobbits, of dwarves, of dragons. They come from him. He is the godfather of all this. You know? And I get things change with modern times, but to throw something in there just to try to make somebody feel included is wrong, in my opinion.
Right on. But he may have said he may have created the blueprint for fantasy. That doesn't mean we have to adhere to it forever.
Well,
Like
no, you don't have to hear. You don't have to adhere to it forever. No, I mean, but and we don't. I mean, we've had lesbian and gay characters in fantasy games for again decades.
for decades, yeah.
I'll tell you this, and this is just my personal theory. I think the reason people are tired of it is because for the past 5 to 10 years, we've had it thrown in our faces and rubbed in our faces so much that we're just tired of it. We're
I
tired of the forced inclusivity.
it doesn't feel but that's the thing though. How do you think I felt my entire life until like the past 5 to 10 years, I'd say, of the best I could hope to expect as far as character creators on RPGs for a black character was just either bald or afro and maybe cornrows, and that was just all I got for every RPG I played. White people get whatever they can get, all kinds of hairstyles and this, that, and the third, and then now with increased inclusivity and consideration for other people. Like, how does that feel? I can't understand how that feels like an affront in any way. You know what I mean? It's like we didn't have nothing for
I,
years.
I, I, I would argue that you were playing the wrong games.
Maybe
Skyrim had black. Skyrim had black hair, had more black hair than white hair. You
Monster
want to be real about it.
Monster Hunter was by far the first and most inclusive with black hair, for example. And I didn't discover Monster Hunter until about 10 years ago. Monster Hunter
Skyrim,
was the first one that just went all
Skyrim,
balls to the wall with it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Skyrim is 15 years old. They had, like I said, they had more
Skyrim
black hair just about than white hair.
Skyrim was ahead of the
Uh,
curve. But I never played a Skyrim game, so that's fair.
Before that, Baldur's Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 2 had black hair.
Free soon.
Now
It was about a 50-50 split.
I never played Baldur's Gate 3, but I've heard great things about Larian Studios. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Uh,
so
what else?
so
The Fallout series. The Fallout series has had black hair in every single one of their games, all the way back to the very first one on PC.
what the fuck RPGs I was playing? I played a lot of them, but I missed. It seems like the ones I could have played, I just entirely missed out on. Which, by the way, it's just an aside. I really look forward to playing Fallout and Skyrim eventually. Like, I do want to get into those, and Mass Effect. I heard Mass Effect was great too.
Mass Effect's good, and Mass Effect. I don't know how this new one's going to be, but the previous ones did very well with inclusivity. They didn't force it on anybody. It was all by choice.
Well, that's the
You
thing.
know.
Isn't it always choice? I haven't played a single game that forced me to be gay. Well, for example,
Mm,
I have not played a single game that forced me to be gay, for example, or trans.
well, let's see. Concord, the one that failed. Dustborn, but you didn't play either one of those. Dragon Age, if you accidentally click on the trans thing.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I can't count Dragon Age on that regard because that sounds like a bug. Concord didn't was killed in the womb, or shortly after birth, so no one fucking played that. To
Dustborn only got like
I
Dustborn
don't
at most got like 2,000 people to play it, and before they pulled the plug on it.
exactly, but like, what mainstream game that actually succeeded, forced you to be gay? Can you name even one?
Forced me to be
Like you,
gay?
The Last of Us. You play Elliot. No, not
Yeah.
Elliot. Ellie. She's gay. First one.
Well,
That's the only. That's the both of them. You're playing a gay woman.
yeah. Let's see. What was that one? Hell Sword, Hellblade. Seneca's.
Sinua's hell something.
Yeah,
Is
I
she gay?
believe she was lesbian in that one.
The game with the
But that was
girl that's like schizophrenic and crazy as shit, hearing voices and shit. That game?
yeah.
Huh?
But you know, those games didn't throw it in your face all the time and lecture you on it. There is a
What?
difference here.
Now name a game that lectures you on. What game
Dragon
says it?
Age.
Which game? Oh, Dragon Age actually. I saw that clip, so that's the first for me. I've never seen a game actually make you get punished by HR for not being properly inclusive. I've never heard. Oh wait, the Life is Strange. I told you, Life is Strange 2 specifically is extremely
That game
preachy.
was. That
Extremely
game
preachy.
was. Yeah, that game is. Yeah, we're not going to mention that game.
They're not gonna mention
I
that
will
game. No.
say, I'm not going to mention that game because all you have to do is say the name and enough said. Um, no, what I'm saying is that the previous Dragon Ages, in my
Didn't.
opinion, did it the right way.
Right on, but the newest one they decided to be weirdly
They,
fucking
weirdly,
preachy about their
yeah.
message or whatever.
And you know, here's the fucked up part: the Reddit, the studio that made the devs for Dragon Age, are proactively banning people who are talking bad on the subreddit for Dragon Age. And I discovered this earlier. You know, if you criticize their game, they're banning you.
Oh, I mean, well, that's its own issue, like the community management. Oh shit, he noticed my tweet and oh, cool, how nice.
Oh,
Yeah, some
what
cool,
else?
some guy like, but yeah, no, it's
The
like
out the outer the Outer Worlds.
the Outer
Excellent
Wilds
fucking
or Outer Worlds.
no
I
the
can't remember.
Outer Worlds.
Okay,
The Outer Worlds. Excellent fucking game. There
Goblin
are
Green.
LBT there
One
are
second.
LBTQ people in the game,
Yeah,
but
one
you
second.
get to decide how you interact with it.
Goblin Green. Did I cry at Life is Strange? I did not cry at it. Uh, I did not
The
cry, but
entire
I
the
thought I thought the first one was a great story. And good afternoon, Goblin Green. Sorry, carry on, Chaos.
the
Sorry
entire
about that.
the entirety of Life is Strange, I was asking myself, what the fuck? What the
What
fuck?
the first one is just what the fuck. Oh, with each new chapter was just what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck.
Yeah, and the second one was like, oh, this is what the fuck.
Oh, this is what we're doing. Cool,
Okay. But see,
cool.
the Outer Worlds did it right too, in my opinion. They had LBTQ characters in the game. You could either support them by choice, or you could discourage them by choice. But the choice was yours.
But that's most of these games that have LGBT representation. Most of them, it is a choice, excluding the ones we mentioned where you just flat out play an LGBT person. Most games where player choice is a big fucking deal, it's always a choice. No one's forcing you to accept or be or romance any LGBT people. I haven't seen that. And I
No,
don't like and I reckon most people haven't. It just seems like an overblown statement. It's what I'm saying. It's
but
like because there are games. I
it's
don't know
not.
because we acknowledge that there are
It,
games that do lecture you, but how many really in the sea of fucking games we've got?
mm,
It's a
mm,
it's a
it,
pebble in an ocean of games that
it
people are trying
was
to.
a pebble, and then it was a pebble in an ocean of games. Operative word there was because we're just now starting to see the ripples from DEI. All these games that are in development have been in development since DEI. We're just now starting to see the beginning
More
of them
inclusion.
hitting the market.
We're seeing more inclusion than we saw for a long time. There are definitely standard bearers. I want to be clear about that. There were people who didn't give a shit and made games with representation, with good representation, well before DEI became a fucking thing. They were already ahead of the curve.
Exactly.
Monster Hunter, the games you mentioned, there were plenty of games that were already just about it. You know what I mean? I will get
Exactly.
and I gotta give them, but it's just noted.
Did it right.
But I've seen the cases of doing it wrong are so few and far between that it just feels entirely overblown. The cases
Because
of them,
you're just now seeing the start of it. That's what I'm trying to get to.
you're saying it's going to
The
get
thing
worse. That there's going to be more
I'm
cases of it done wrong.
yes. Because how long does it take to develop a game? Because
God, depends on the studio, but like 10 years.
let's say conservative between 3 to 5 years. Okay,
If we're lucky,
or
yeah.
if we're lucky, if it's something that they've already got a blueprint. Okay, that would mean that as of now, with the ones that we've seen, they're the forerunners of what is to come. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Right on. Well, I don't want any more HR lectures, so I hope that doesn't become a fucking standard.
Um, unless and maybe with the downfall of Dustborn and Concord and the backlash and the pushback that they have been getting games like that, maybe they'll take a step back and it's like, oh, maybe we don't want to do this. Let's pull it back a bit. You see what I'm saying?
Here's to hoping. Motherfucker. Fuck you. Also, uh, Chaos, Monkey Man has some words for you, buddy.
What does Monarchy want?
Monkey Man says, I heard that Chaos likes to kiss boys. And then he makes a emote after that, a laughing face emote.
Of course, Monarchy would think that. A
Look,
damn banana drunk monkey.
you're gonna keep calling him Monarchy. You ain't never gonna live that down.
Nope, never. He's the autistic cousin of Meineke.
Monkey Man, you spelled your name wrong once, and this man is going to give you shit for it forever. Also, thank you for talking to me, Chaos. It has woke me up. I was dragging.
I mean, we're just barely scratching the surface of this topic. If you want to be real,
No,
and
it's
like I
just
said at the beginning, I'm all for inclusivity as long as it makes sense.
yeah. A Black Mario would actually confuse the shit out of me. In the whole point that he's an Italian plumber, where the fuck did you get? Yeah, that's where I would say even me, the wokest of woke people you'll ever meet, even me would be like, whoa, hold on. What are we doing here, guys?
See, you're woke and I'm conservative. That's what makes our discussion so interesting.
Because we're coming from different perspectives. It's still remarkable how we no, you're good, Monkey Man. We're just giving you shit. But it's that's why it's so remarkable that we do acknowledge a lot of the same things. Like, how should I
It's not.
say? No, in
It's
this,
not remarkable.
it's
It's just that
remarkable in this. Yeah,
it's just everybody has been force fed that, oh, they're the enemy, whether it be woke or whether it be conservative. The other side is the enemy. You can't talk to them. You can't reason to them. They're dumb. Blah blah blah. Anybody with two brain cells knows that's not always the case.
yeah. I mean, personally, I have Italian plumber that got the hops of LeBron James. But yeah, no. I have been the reason I can talk to you is because even though I follow politics and whatnot, and I have my grievances policy wise and character wise of certain people. I've been working with conservative leaning to conservative full bred on like full on, obviously excluding like straight up neo Nazis and white nationalist type shit. Um, Full on, lifelong Republican type people my entire adult life. I've talked to all kinds of people from, and I pride myself on my ability to do so. But I also acknowledge that I don't know everything. I'm not going to pretend to. Like you pointed out some things I didn't know with regards to games like fucking Fallout and all that because I hadn't played those games. You did. So you're gonna have a perspective that I don't. And I value that.
Just saying, dude. It's just there comes a point when it's just too in your face. When you make a character about a certain particular aspect of themselves, and you make that their whole personality, that nobody's gonna like that character. Let's be real here. It goes right back to the how movies used to be. Let's take horror movies for example. There was always the one token black guy in the horror movie.
Yeah, and token Asian guy, or everyone wanted to make it. There was a whole thing. That's a whole other topic. Let's put a pin in that for a second. The thing I wanted to say to you though is that one thing I've learned is I don't see anybody as my enemy, so to speak. It's someone I don't like unless they are just like an asshole. I don't care if we have differing views on things. It's just, and it's not whether you're nice to me or not, whether or not I like you, because you can't have some views that I would say is just beyond the pale for me. Like if chaos, if if any one of our conversations you reveal to me that you like, you know, kids, or think that women are second class citizens or should be second class citizens, yeah, I'd be like, I don't care how nice you are to me or how polite you are. I'd never want to talk to you again. You get me? So I want to be clear to everybody watching. Even I have lines. We all should, I would say.
I don't know, Rico. I still got that field that needs picking.
See, he keeps towing the he keeps towing the line, and I swear to God, he gonna bring something out of he gonna bring something out of me that I've been trying to let die. He gonna feel my wrath.
I don't know. I about heard the ghetto there for a second.
You won't. Sorry, I was burping. You won't like me when I'm angry. You won't like it.
Rico.
But all seriously, nah. You're fine. I have homo or no homo wrath. Let's go a little homo wrath. Just for chaos, homo wrath. We're gonna do homo wrath.
What?
It's gonna be the gayest fucking wrath you've ever seen.
Well, as long as you kiss me first.
That's the duh.
I made Rico stumble there for a minute.
Yeah, but I took a minute to process that. But I'm committed to the bit, big dog.
It's okay, Rico. We'll shave you. We'll put you in a dress. I'll pretend that you don't look like Tyler Perry.
Please don't compare me to fucking Tyler Perry. Fuck. Do not compare me to him. I hate that guy.
Oh, shit. Oh, you're too easy, Rico. You're too easy sometimes.
Generally, yes.
But no, I mean, yeah. I mean, I've said just about all I can say on it as far as, inclusivity goes. Stay true to the fucking lore. Quit retconning lore to make a small minority happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's funny you say that because sometimes retconning can work. Like I don't know if you've ever watched any Marvel movies or any Marvel anything, but like the fact that what's his fucking name? The black guy, the Samuel L. Jackson's character. I always forget his fucking damn it, I lost it just as I was about to say it. Whatever. He was white. For the longest time he was white. He was a white guy. And then one day, and then they recast, and then when they started making the Marvel movies on the source material, they cast Samuel L. Jackson instead of a fucking white guy. And now in all forms of Marvel media, that guy is always basically not just black, but Samuel L. Jackson every time. Sometimes
See,
retconning can work. Sometimes people are happy with the retcon. They're like, "Who, you know what I mean?" It depends on how it's done.
that annoys the piss out of me is when that I will admit that annoys the piss out of me. But it's always one direction that you see that kind of retcon.
Well, in which
You never
case,
see
you'll never see.
you never see a black character retcon to be white. You never do.
One day we'll get there.
But you al- but
But
you
people,
always see white characters retcon to be black.
yeah,
Another example of that would be the live action Little Mermaid movie.
yeah. That I personally thought that was weird because is I mean we've all known Ariel to be a white or redheaded white woman. So to be switched to the redheaded black woman, although not like inherently bad, it was too jarring even for me. That's one example of a case where I said, like even for me, I was like, that's a little weird. Like, can you imagine? You remember the Blade series? Imagine if they recast Blade as a white dude.
Exactly. It'll never happen.
People's heads would fucking explode.
They would, but it'll never happen.
Yeah,
It'll never happen.
no, and I I don't know. I know why it doesn't happen because uh a lot of people just I would say argue that a lot of people just don't kind of have the maturity to accept that the way we accept like a traditionally white character being turned black. A lot of people just kind of lack the maturity to just accept it, roll with it. Because I know I can't think of any examples of a character that was traditionally black in every iteration and then turned white. I can't think of any, but I know I could handle it. Like if you told me that fucking Blade, if the only grievance I would have is that Wesley Snipes will always be my Blade. I don't even want to
Wesley
see
Snipes is Blade.
he is
Here,
Blade. I don't even want to see another black guy cast as Blade. If it's not Wesley Snipes, I don't want him.
it's like to me, Deadpool will always be Ryan Reynolds.
Absolutely,
Always.
always.
I mean, since he took the role, he he's the perfect Deadpool. It's it's stuff like the Little Mermaid and stuff like that
Where
that
it's just
makes no sense
it makes no
to
sense. Yeah.
change the character.
Why didn't you just make a new character? That's all anybody ever had. That's the one argument I accept is why don't you just make a new character? Why did you race swap the existing one? Why didn't you
It's
just
like
make?
what was that? What was that one set in Louisiana? The Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, everyone fucking loves Tiana.
I loved that movie, and that
That
was a
mo-
mainly black cast.
yeah, that movie was awesome.
I loved it. Would not change a thing. Would not want to see that race swap
Oh
because
God,
it's true to the area.
it's true to Louisiana. This is fucking Louisiana we're talking about in the bayou. You know what I mean? Of course, it'd be a black woman working a cafe, working her ass off, and you know what I mean. Like it's just the culture, the history, the story, everything worked, and you just race swapping wouldn't. It's not that there's no parallels to within white communities, but it's like it's not the same story. It's not the same
Mhm.
character anymore. So why not just create a new fucking character? Yeah, I'm gonna be
And
real with
it,
you. That is the one argument well, not one, but one of the many arguments I've definitely seen to the conservatives that aren't racist for the longest time. That is just like, yeah, I don't understand why we do race swapping. I don't get it.
I mean, you know what I've actually been anticipating for them to race swap Professor X.
Professor X.
I've
You know
I've actually been just waiting on that to happen.
the no. I remember there were talks about race swapping Magneto and Professor X,
Yeah.
and the guy that they wanted to Giancarlo Esposito, that they wanted to use him, and he straight up said, not I'm paraphrasing here, but he basically said fuck no. He was
Well,
like,
I
no,
mean, so that would be another example of erasing the law.
because
Magneto is
he's a
Jewish.
Jewish. He's the whole surviving the Holocaust thing and his parents being killed in the Holocaust is integral to his character. You
His
can't take
wife and daughter, his wife and daughter being killed by Nazis.
like that's a kind of a
Come
big
on now.
fucking kind of a big fucking deal. Like the central motivating factor for his whole hatred of humans.
Yeah.
You
It
can't.
started when he watched his parents being shot,
You know what I
and
mean?
then just got worse. So how would you possibly race swap that? How?
By having absolutely
Or
no concern or care for anything about the character. You just want to cash in on the outrage and the potential fan base it might garner. And look, let me be real with you. I love Giancarlo Esposito. I don't know if he was the guy who played Gus in Breaking
yeah,
Bad. Yeah, he's a
I love
great,
him. He's an awesome actor.
he's a
He played
phenomenal actor.
he played good in Breaking Bad. He played in that one with Sylvester Stallone when he's the mob man in Tulsa.
Yeah, he's a
Uh,
great actor. But you can't sell me. He couldn't sell me on being Magneto. I'm like, that doesn't make sense because that means I have to just either try to make it make sense in my head that this is the new Magneto somehow, or I have to accept, or I have to just forget everything I've known about Magneto for 20 to 30 fucking years and just accept. No, I can. That's what I'm saying. I understand why there's backlash to representation that is bad. There is I don't believe in forced representation. I believe in bad representation. I don't think you can force a representation because that just kind of implies that at least to me it implies yeah, well, no, forced and bad is the both bad connotations. Sorry, now I'm splitting hairs with
they're
English.
both the same.
I'm
Yeah.
splitting hairs with English here. So let me just ignore me on that part. My point being is that bad representation is bad. I don't want it in like I remember I made a post about it. It garnered a lot of attention. I was like, we can do our own characters. It's really not that hard, and we should honestly feel insulted as black people. We should feel insulted that Hollywood or whoever the fuck makes these video games and movies and whatnot think that we want to live in the shadow of white people forever. That we can't or won't support characters who look like us. Or like we need it to be a race swap for to garner to keep our the neurons in our fucking brains lighting up. Like we can't imagine or ever support our own shit. Blade definitely didn't fucking happen. Um,
Blade. I mean,
Uh, I had made a list. I had actually made a fucking list. I can't remember each person's name, but Miles Morales, Blade, fucking
and
Black
see,
Panther,
Miles Morales actually happened a long time ago.
a long time
I
ago.
mean,
Yeah,
really, if you in the comics a long time ago, and he's always been black. But here's one I bet you didn't know that they race swapped, and this is from Marvel as well. Storm. In the movies, she's black.
yeah.
Way back in the day, in the comics, she was white.
Oh, yeah. Holly Berry is my Storm. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because that's the only one I've ever known. But Holly Berry is my Storm. I'm sorry. I saw her when I'll never forget seeing her in the first X-Men I ever watched, and I was in love with her. So I don't care. Holly
But
Berry
see,
is.
Halle Berry is light skinned enough that you can get away with it.
You can get away with
You
it.
see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, Storm is from that part of the world where a majority of black people are and are originally from, way back in the day in their genetic lineage. But she's light skinned.
Yeah. So
See what I'm saying?
it works because she's so light skinned. If she was like some fucking Djibouti Africa looking motherfucker, then she might not
If
have
she
been
was
so
like,
well received.
yeah, if she was like Missy Elliott color,
Yeah,
no.
she would have been so well received. Yeah, but I feel like if there's one thing I think we can both agree here though, is that like the only time and I want to be clear when I tell you this, I'd be okay with a black character being turned white, excluding Blade. Excluding Blade. Sorry, like I said,
Excluding Blade.
like I said, I don't even want to see other black people. It has to be Wesley Snipe. So I'm not watching anything Blade related unless it's Wesley Snipes again. Which, by the way, before I go to my original point, side point: have you seen the third Deadpool?
Yes.
Yes, when fucking Wesley Snipes walked out as Blade, that was the high. I was so goddamn happy.
You know why they did that, right?
To spit in the face of the motherfucking studios that are still dicking around with him.
Yeah, the new Blade movie has already went through 2 different directors and 6 different writers, but it's still on schedule to start filming in the UK in 2025.
I will never understand that. How the fuck are they fucking that up? Blade is just a black half vampire dude who is um killing vampire cults and organizations. It's really not that hard.
Because they're having trouble staying true to the original 2 movies.
What's
in the
change?
That's what their excuse is.
That's a piss poor excuse. And that, remember, we always say shit like, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that excuse.
I didn't say I bought it. I'm just telling you what they said. Don't
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
the messenger here.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
I looked it up the other day when DJ was talking about it. And
Yeah.
that was in the interview that they did, that the studio did, that was the excuse they gave.
Yeah, they're full of shit.
Even though Disney has pulled it off of their upcoming lineup, they're still saying that it's going to start filming in 2025. I don't know that I buy it. I think it might end up being pushed back, but we'll see.
Also, Froggy Foibles, good to see you. Yeah, no, but going back to my original point, I'd be okay. I know that I'd be okay with a race swap black character. I'd be okay with that. Unfortunately,
I
there
don't
are
know that I would. I don't know that I
pins.
would.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, let's pick any black character, famous black character right now. Which one do you think you could accept being swapped?
None.
Really?
None. If the character has been historically a black character, I want it to stay historically a black character.
Well, no. Okay, so I'm not asking you about your principles on the matter. I'm asking if, gun to your fucking head, you had to pick one. Who would you pick?
I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to.
Bam, you're shot.
Honestly, I mean, then yeah, bam, I'm shot. Because in my mind, when I have it set that this is the character, this is how the creator of said character intended them to be, that's how I want it to remain.
Right on.
You know, whether it be Wesley Snipes as Blade, whether it be uh, 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 a Russian as, you know, as what's his name from Marvel, which is he's always been Russian, even in the comics.
Quicksilver?
No, not Quicksilver. The giant metal dude in Deadpool.
Oh, Colossus.
Colossus. Yes, thank you. His name escaped me. Whether it be a Russian for Colossus or whether it be a Mexican guy as Pancho Villa.
So would you say we actually already do have enough diversity to not warrant any race swaps?
Exactly.
Because that's what correct. That's why it sounds like that's what you're saying. I would agree.
I mean, if a character is meant to be and has been written for as long as they've existed as a certain race, Why change it?
Why?
If you want,
For funsies, I guess. If you
I
one
mean,
thing,
that would make it.
if you add a new character, I definitely wouldn't mind. Like they weren't in this before, but if you make them traditionally whatever character a different race, I'm just personally, it just depends on how it's done. I'm not. I don't care. For me, it really depends on how it's done. Samuel L. Jackson fucking nailed his Nick Fury. That's his fucking name. Samuel L. Jackson killed it as Nick Fury. He killed it
Samuel L. Jackson killed it as Nick Fury, not because of his race, but because of his attitude.
because he's got the attitude to fit the character. To not just fit the character, but breathe life into it. That made him go from just some standard government anti-hero government agent to Samuel fucking Jackson. So, you know what I mean? So it depends on. I think it just depends on how it's done. It
I mean,
can't.
that would be like that would be like taking Pulp Fiction, remaking it, and having a white guy play Samuel L. Jackson's role.
That's a big shoes to fill. So good luck with that shit.
But it wouldn't make sense to me, and I wouldn't like it.
Well, it said for me, it wouldn't make sense. Well, actually, kind of would. Like if you just say this is the same character, but it's a white guy now. I believe it because Pulp Fiction is just kind of like in a time where it would have made sense for a white guy to be doing that. If you
I
race
mean,
swap the two characters, Samuel L. Jackson characters and Johnny Travolta's character, you just switch them, it would still make sense. It would just
I
it's a
don't
matter
think
of execution.
I don't think Quentin Tarantino would stand for it.
He wouldn't. Oh
Let's be
fuck no.
real here.
Well, fuck no. He hell no. He wouldn't. He wouldn't green like that. No
That's
way.
what I mean. Stop doing it for diversity's sake. Stop doing it just to make a small minority of people happy. And I'm not talking about that particular race's people. I'm talking about the people who, no matter what their skin color, they're always crying, "Oh, there's not enough diversity. There's not." No, they are just a vocal minority. That's all
Yeah,
they fucking are.
you can't please everybody. If there's one thing I've learned, you definitely can't.
Yeah,
And trying to appeal to the loud, whiny people is the fastest way to pissing everybody off.
exactly.
Like,
And that's what I'm saying, that we're tired. That goes back to my point earlier. That's what we're tired of. That's what we've been slapped in the face with for the past 10 years. Is those loud, whiny people crying and raising enough hell that they get their way and fuck everybody else. Everybody's tired of that.
I mean,
And it's starting to show.
the thing is, and I understand being tired of that. The cases, my argument is that the cases of them getting their way are small when you consider the full scale of what's out there. The scale of
Okay,
what's out there is so fucking like just going back to video games, the amount of video games you can play that get made and that you can play are so vast that when you point out the 1 to 10 games in the span of 10 years that you know irks you in that particular way, it's like, dude, there are thousands of games you could be playing. Why are you so mad about this one game?
it's not that it's just that one game, and it goes back to what I said. You're just now seeing the tip of the iceberg. You haven't seen what's coming.
Well,
You haven't seen what's under the water.
I've seen a lot of pushback against increasing pushback even from lefty wokey circles about the absurdity of the kind of HR wokeness that you've seen in the past 10 years. There's been a pushback against that, not just from conservatives, but from even people who are just like, yeah, this is kind of stupid. Like the
Let's take
kind of
another let's take another example that came out this year. The
what?
remake of Scooby Doo.
So are you talking about Velma or the
Talking about Velma.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. I watched it. It was terrible. It could have been. The thing is, I gave it a chance to see if it at least be entertaining. No, it was terrible. The writing was awful. But I mean, just an aside, I don't know if you
And
watched
that,
it, but the best part was Freddy. He was hilarious in that shit.
but they made Freddy nothing like what his actual character is.
Oh no, that
They
show was
made him.
that show was an absolute bastardization of everything Scooby Doo has ever been. And I swear to God, if I owned the rights to Scooby Doo, I would sue the fucking pants off whoever made that. Just for
It was a black woman who made it, a
yeah.
lesbian black woman,
Oh, I know.
and
No, no, she's Indian. She's not black.
no, I thought she was black.
Nope, Indian. I forget her fucking name,
Okay,
but she's Indian.
but in any case, she is proud of that, and plans on trying to make another one.
Yep. Well, no, it got canceled.
But
It got approved for It got 2 seasons and got canceled for the third one got canceled.
nobody wanted to watch the first. I
I'm
mean,
a,
when they found the plot and saw what all was going on, people were like, "Well, fuck you for trying to ruin our childhood."
yeah, no, it was. I swear to God, it was made by someone who absolutely hated Scooby Doo. You cannot convince me that she did not loathe Scooby Doo. You can't convince me because that was such a. You know how some things that get made, TV shows, movies, whatever, feel like a love letter to the fans or to the series. That show felt like a hate letter. Like I hate you,
Yeah,
Velma. I hate you, Daphne. I hate you, Fred. I hate you, Shaggy. I hate all of you. I'm going
I
to and
hate
I'm
you
going.
because, and the thing about it is I hate you because you're white. That was the fucking message, the underlying message.
Oh
I
yeah, it was.
hate you because you're white.
Yeah, no, it was a very uncomfortably. Like I said, I sat through all of it, and it was very uncomfortably racist in a casual way. And just to be clear, I don't even say because I don't know if I talked to this before. I have been very outspoken in the very weirdly casual racism towards white people. That was prevalent for like the last 10 years. It started to die down, but it's still because it's there's been a lot of pushback against it like to the point it's been memeified. Like a lot of people say,
Mhm.
insert criticism here, but then put the word white people in front of it. Now it's okay to say it. And
Mhm.
people are mocking the shit out of that now. Like I say, even on the left, people are mocking that shit now. Like, okay, guys, like we kind of gave you a little too. Again I told you it's a story of why I got the raccoon rants avatar shit. I told you. I've been you are not gonna find much disagreement here on the casual anti-white racism. I have been
But
very
see,
vocal about that.
white people, we're patient, dude. We're patient. We'll give you enough rope to hang yourself, and then laugh when you do.
I don't know which
You
white
know.
people you talking about. It's not all y'all. Not all y'all.
Okay,
But
as a general rule, most white people are patient, but it's just like, why? Why do this? It's like, for example, you take, okay, here's another show, the Halo series that came out on Netflix. Or
wasn't
was it
that like
Netflix or was it
it was
Paramount?
Paramount, and wasn't that like
Paramount,
universally
yeah.
hated because he took off his helmet and it was shot
Yes.
horribly and it was just really bad.
And the forced gay love scenes
In
with
Halo?
in the Halo, yes. And the thing about it is that its lore is that John really wasn't sexual at all.
At all.
His one his one love was an AI.
His one
He
true
loved
love.
Cortana.
Yeah, that's still gonna be funny to me to this day. I'm like, bro, that was your AI, dog. What the? You fell in love with your computer.
Because Cortana was fucking badass.
She
I
was.
don't care who you are. Dude, I would fall in love with Cortana, okay?
Absolutely.
She was she was a badass. And the woman that got to play Katana in the show was a badass. They did that part right, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But seeing Master Chief's face, watching him have love triangles going on,
Love triangles.
I mean, I don't know how else to describe it.
They had love triangles in Halo. What? And Edward, good to see you. Good evening.
Um, The Witcher. The Witcher's one that they got right.
Yeah. Me and my wife tried to watch that at the time. It was actually really good, at least the first season. But then the second season, it was just really hard to follow.
Which,
It got really weird.
well, the second season, you have to really pay attention to all of the details of the first season. to follow the second season. But
Yeah,
they got it right, and they had inclusivity in it. There were
yeah,
black people in it. There were Asian people in it.
yeah. No, I had
There
a
were
good
lesbians in it.
I had a good time with The Witcher. I had a great time with that. But like I said, it's just the second season. Like you said, if you weren't like paying attention to every last detail, it was really hard to follow the moving parts and pieces.
But with Henry Cavill at the head, they had no choice but to follow the Lord.
Oh yeah, no, he was very
He
adamant about
would
that.
not let them. He would not let them because he loved playing the
The
Witcher games.
the Witcher series, yeah. Which I can't. By the
Um,
way, Edward, JJ, everybody watching, I can't wait to stream the Witcher series. Really looking forward to that.
oh yeah, you'll be streaming that for a few months, just on The Witcher 3 alone.
Just on The Witcher 3 alone. Oh my god. I've never played 1 and 2, but I
Dude,
heard they remastered them.
they did. But The Witcher 3 is such a huge open world with so much to do and collect in it. Knowing you, you'll be playing it for a few months. Let's see. What's another
Oh,
one that they did? What?
I missed a message from somebody. I meant to respond to him earlier.
Now, I will tell you one TV show that got on my everlast loving fucking nerve, and that's The Boys.
Well, The Boys has been very fuck. It's been extremely ham-fisted in its messaging. Like
Yeah.
The Boys is memeified at this point. The Boys have the subtlety of a brick. So if you don't like it, you kind of
It's. I had somebody try to tell me it did not have woke messaging in it.
it does. It absolutely. Anyone who says it doesn't is a goddamn liar and wasn't watching it themselves. That shit is as woke as it gets. But
It
but it has
is, and
it has the subtlety of a goddamn brick. Like, are you kidding me?
it started out with minor woke messaging in the first season. The second season got more woke, and the third season is just
But it
like
was all
woke squared.
to its credit, it was also mocking corporate wokeness, like a
It
lot.
was.
It was mocking the shit out of corporate wokeness, like with the whole trying to exploit Miss Maeve, I think was her name, the superhero woman that hated her fucking life, her being a lesbian. They
Yeah.
tried to exploit the fuck out of that. Like they were mocking the fuck out of girl power and corporate wokeness. Just that's the one thing a lot of people miss is that
And
yeah, it's
DEI
and DEI.
hires.
Oh yeah, DEI hires. They were mocking the shit out of and really shining a light how absurd and fucking forced and just terrible it all is. Like how little concern they have for the actual actors and people and cultures they're representing.
Mhm.
They're just trying to cash in on it. Like with Sister Sage in the recent season, she was like, "My name is Sage," but they wanted to add Sister, to appeal to the black community,
To
and
the
it's
black.
they added
Yeah.
Sister in front of it. It's just like they trust me, the boys. But the problem, I love the boys, but my only problem with it is that yeah, it's very unsubtle. It's just really just in your
But
fucking face.
there are some woke aspects of it that they're intentionally being woke in their messaging. Like for example, all the bad people, all the really truly bad people are all white. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
And
except
the people of color, whether they be black, Hispanic, whatever, they're bad are bad because of the white bad people.
well, I mean, what's her name? The chick that the head popper, the chick that can just kill you with by looking at you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, she was bad because she was bad. She just liked to use her power to advance herself. It wasn't until she got involved with Homelander that she eventually regretted that she learned. Well, no, yes, she. I'm trying to remember. Did she get involved with him? Oh, because she wanted Compound V, and he gave it to her.
Yep.
She wanted
Because she wanted compound V to give to her own kid, which
to
she
her
did give
daughter,
to her own
which
kid.
she did. Yeah, no, she was just as fucking. And then Giancarlo's character, fucking, he was a cold blooded. I hate that they wrote him out of the story. Like he lost his position and just left. He's just
Mhm.
gone now. I fucking hate that. I wanted to see so much more of him, and now he's just gone.
Or
He was
the
He was
or
pure
the or
evil.
the or even the quote unquote good guys are still bad white guys doing bad shit in the show. Think about that for a minute.
I personally think they balance out the amoralness of the characters and the morality of everyone's actions pretty well. Because everyone like there's no one who's just except for excluding Homelander, who increasingly becomes more and more evil as the show progresses. Everyone is amoral and struggling with the morality of their actions. I got to give them that. Like everyone, there's
And
not. I don't.
that's not hard to write into a story, though. I mean, it's really not.
I mean, A Train was a fucking bastard in the first
A
season.
Train A Train was following the orders of fucking Homelander.
Not until the season, like the recent season, the season before this. Before he was just a self-centered, self-serving
Well,
asshole.
yeah,
Like
yeah, but he was writing.
season,
He was trying to get home. Even season one, he was trying to get Homelander's approval.
was he? I really felt like
Yes.
season one he was just bad to be bad because like you don't fuck with his money, you don't fuck with his livelihood. That's all he cared
But
about was himself.
but they but they tried to write it as he was doing it because he was afraid of Homelander.
I swear that
But
wasn't until
everyone
later.
was
Until later, until at least season 2.
no, dude. They started Homelander out as everybody on the team being afraid of him.
Well, yeah, they didn't really build into the whole. We're all deathly afraid of this guy until like midway through season 2 to season 3 onwards. Like, because at first
But they,
Homelander was
they
just was still all about keeping up airs and shit. It wasn't until later seasons where he just took off the mask and just started putting the fear of God into all of them.
well, it wasn't until he killed the woman that he drank the breast milk of all the time
God,
that he really, really,
became
really
became
showed
evil. Yeah,
showed what was underneath. She
yeah,
was the only thing keeping him even halfway in check. But
right. It
even from
was.
the
So that's what I'm
very
saying.
first episode,
It wasn't until
even from the
after she was gone.
but even from the very first episode, they wrote it like the entire team was still afraid of Homer. He was the leader of the team, and if they defied him, they would lose their position, lose their money, and possibly lose their life.
Well,
Now, once
that's what I'm
he
saying. I'd have to watch it again, but I swear to God, it wasn't until season 2 on, like after he killed her, that they started leaning into the whole. Yeah, everyone's afraid of this guy for their lives type of fear.
that they did, that's I would say after he killed her is when they really made it more blatantly apparent.
More
But
blatantly, because
it was
yeah,
always there.
yeah,
It was
eh,
always there.
yeah. I will say one thing. What's his name? The Deep is like the reason his character works is because his actor is just really good at portraying a fucking just an
Like
ass
a suck up pervert.
a suck up
Yeah.
perverted asshole. His actor is really good. I remember somebody made a
Who's
post. What's up?
who's in love with an octopus?
Yeah, that guy.
Who who is the octopus is trying in season 3 is trying to get him to run away with her.
Yep, and then he kills her, the octopus, in the recent season.
Uh,
He finally kills her.
Dude, the last 2 episodes of the recent season, fucking Homelander looks to Deep and tells him to get on his knees and
Yeah,
blow the black guy.
yeah, he was gonna do it.
Life to all.
Yeah, he got down on his knees and was gonna do it.
A wandering mind searches.
And it's just no, that show is
It's
100% woke.
oh yeah,
100%.
it's definitely woke. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely woke. But I think it does well to balance its criticisms of uh just about everything. At least I think
I
so.
think
It's just not
I think
subtle
it would have
about
been
it.
better. I think it would have been better if they had dialed back the woke message a lot. I mean,
I
a lot.
I cannot. The thing is, I would it even be the same show though.
And I'm not talking about the stuff that they're mocking. I'm not talking about the woke stuff that they're mocking. Because that's actually funny, even to me. I'm talking about all the really truly bad people being white people, all the people of color being oppressed, etc., so forth. That messaging is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, hold on a second. Edward, are you still there, buddy? Just checking in on you. But yeah.
You asked me what black characters I would not like to see
No, that
ever
you
go
would
white.
that you if you
But
I asked you like who could you accept a black character that went white?
but
That's what I asked.
well, yeah, no, okay. But here's another set of characters that I would never want to see race swap. Bad boys.
Hmm.
Will Smith and God damn it, what's his name?
Well, I can't remember. I can't find it's Will Smith and that other guy, the other black guy.
Yeah,
But I mean, we've had so many movies of white of
was it
Martin
was it
Lawrence,
Martin Lawrence?
Martin Lawrence, yeah. But I mean, like
I
when you
would
had
never want their characters to ever be swapped, ever. I wouldn't want anybody else to play their characters either,
right
because they
on,
did it so well.
yeah. Those are two like they defined those characters. You couldn't swap them. You definitely
Or
couldn't.
Glover from, or Glover from the Lethal Weapon series. I would have never wanted to see him change.
Yeah. No, I'll be real with you. It's just for me. I think it's case by case. More. I want to be clear with you. If you put a gun on my head and said never race swap again or accept case by case, I would pick never race swap again because we have more than enough good characters that are just well defined on their own. I would say like that's where if I have to choose between the two, which unfortunately we do because we don't control the IPs. These motherfuckers can do whatever they want. This corporations doing whatever the fuck they want with the IPs. But
Yeah.
if I had to choose, yeah, I would choose. Just don't we have more than enough diverse characters, cast of characters you can pick from. Not everything. We don't need we functionally and effectively don't need race swapping. We don't need it. We
I
never needed
agree.
it.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Are there examples of it happening and people are just accepting it because it was done so well? Yes. Are there examples of it happening and it was done so poorly that people hated it? Yes. You get what I mean? Like
But just
it's
like you said a while ago, the 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 examples of it happening and working are so minuscule.
they're very small. Yeah, very
I mean,
small.
the only one that you can really name is Marvel. That's the only one you can really name,
Yeah,
and that's only because he had the attitude to play the character.
yeah. No, come on, Samuel fucking Jackson. Like, I would believe any character you made that man play. I'd believe it. Did you ever see the Kingsman series?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like the accent he made for his character, his bad guy, but I still loved it because it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good series, and he did play a good role in it. I think he could have had a better role,
Oh, for sure.
but
I feel like he was wasted in that movie.
it is what it is.
One, two, three. There we go. Yeah, nah, fucking. It. I think the big thing we all need to have a conversation about is execution. If you, I would tell them if I got to be in a fucking boardroom where they decide these characters and shit, I would tell them, listen, if his execution is not fucking perfect, don't even bother. Don't even fucking
Well,
bother.
if you can't explain
If you can't
without
explain,
retconning
yeah, it is that too.
100 years of fucking lore, then don't do it.
Yep. Don't even bother. Just don't even bother. Don't waste your time. Don't waste any of our time. Don't insult our intelligence. Just don't do it.
And I can hear it now. If anybody who stumbled across this live would probably think I'm a racist motherfucker for saying that, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't know. I'm over it. Like the majority of America, I'm just fucking over it. This has been a dark chapter in recent history, and I'm ready for it to close and for common sense to come back.
I think so. I think we're getting there. Personally,
Those bastards are dead.
I would say at least because I mean, for what it's worth, most of the shit when they do try this shit flops. The majority of the time. I don't know why they keep trying to do it, despite it being not well received like ever.
It's like another form of it. Here's another form of inclusivity in kids' media. Do you remember the movies, the Frozen movies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the first one. Didn't care for the second one.
Remember how they at one point was going to make the main character lesbian?
I
Not
remember.
because they had to, but because they wanted to.
What's wrong with that? Well, if like it's who would I don't see how that would have been an issue.
It was an issue because she wasn't the main character. She was the one who sang "Let It Go."
The chick who froze everything over. Yeah, Elsa.
She was asexual. She did not have a love interest. Why give her one just to give her one in the first place?
You know what? Speaking of that, you know what we should talk about what's arguably worse is forced fucking love interests. Like, listen, it's like motherfuckers can't fucking write relationships to save their goddamn life. Like they've never seen two people like each other and they just kind of force the relationship between the main character and the leading whoever the fuck. And it's not. Look, I'm a sucker for romance movies and TV shows. I'm a sucker for that shit, and I've seen so much bad representation of relationships that it is just never mind. We don't have to talk about that. It just pisses me off as a lover of romance.
Well, my deal with that is it wasn't so much that they were going to make her lesbian as why give her a relationship at all.
She's fine.
Need one.
She's fine without one. But a lot of shit be trying to force relationships where there just don't need to be one.
Exactly.
And then, or worse, bait us into thinking there's going to be a relationship and then not give us one. Fuck! I hate that.
I don't know.
I hate that shit so much.
The first Frozen movie, if you remember from the first Frozen movie, the only relationship he had tried to use her to do bad things.
That's the sister.
Yeah. But through the sister, tried to manipulate them both.
Yeah. Which, that was such a dumb fucking twist, by the way. It comes out of nowhere at the end. There's no build up, and he just, oh hey, I'm the bad guy, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was just a really bad twist. In an overall great movie, I say good movie, they just kind of forced in a twist that just didn't need to be there.
I think they were trying to be too much like Shrek, if you want to be honest.
Yeah.
Where people who weren't bad before and their fairy tales were the bad guy in the Shrek movies. Well, it kind of made sense in the Shrek movies. It was fun there.
It was fun in the Shrek movies, yeah.
But when you're trying to copy them, no.
No. Shrek nailed it all, except for Shrek the third. Shrek the fourth one was actually really well. Rumpelstiltskin was a great villain. I love that guy.
Yes, he was. He was.
I
Shrek the Third was just like, the fuck is going on?
what is even happening? It was genuinely like the whole time I was wondering like what is even happening here. But the fourth one, Rumpelstiltskin, oh my god! And the fourth one really resonated with me, because of my decisions in life. I know in the same shoes, I'd have made the same mistake.
Yeah.
So I actually really like the fourth one. I really love the fourth one. It really resonates with me. Um,
Well,
again,
you know, it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm tired of, and I think, I
I,
can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for enough when I say I'm just tired of having it thrown in my face.
fair enough. You have made compelling arguments, sir. You have convinced me
And I mean,
that it is a
just like,
problem.
it is a problem. It's been a problem for a long time, but you know what? The people who were complaining about it were always silenced and called some form of word that ends in ist every single time, whether it
Yeah,
be a
no,
sexist or a racist or you know what have
oh yeah, no, I have been now that I have been also criticizing for years that people seem a little use those words a little too liberally for my taste. Like way too much. Like for me, I told you before, the bar for me calling somebody racist is extremely high. You have to meet some extreme fucking criteria for me to call you that. Like an example,
I
on
know
Twitter, what?
I've been trying, but I've just been failing every fucking time. I got to step
Yeah,
up
you keep trying to catch that fucking
That's why I
bar.
spent her last
I
Christmas
swear to God, I'm gonna
again.
take your knees.
Even then, she'd never get her hair wet.
Or some form of phobic. There's those words too that's been thrown around, whether it be gay, whether it be homophobic or transphobic or
Well, that's the thing.
etc. So
Well, that's the thing. The problem is, and I think this is the case all across the board. Personally, for at least from what I've seen, yeah, the loudest, most obnoxious people are the ones who go viral online. For example, that's what we see. The loudest, most obnoxious people. The racists do go viral. The actual racists and homophobes and people should like. I remember seeing a meme someone put out. You remember the Incredibles? In the Incredibles, where the first one, the main motivation of Syndrome is that like he was a fanboy, and then Mr. Incredible's like, "You're not associated with me," type of shit. Where the meme is
yeah,
like, we're both criticizing this thing, but you're criticizing it because you're actually fucking racist. So shut the fuck up. We're not on the same side here. Hold on. I'm glad to see that there's more of that happening, where people are starting to point out like, hold up, because a lot of racists they'll hear you talk and they'll be like, yeah, bro, fuck this woke trash, and you would be like, wait, hold up. Now you see a Nazi symbol on their arm. You're like, whoa, we're not on the same
we're
side here,
not the
buddy.
same.
We are
We're
not
not the same here.
we are not the same. Shut the fuck up. Get away from me. We both may not like this thing. That does not mean we are on the same side here. Uh, I'm
But
I'm I-
it's
I'm glad to see
it's
there's more of
crazy.
that happening.
It's crazy. It really is. It's like I see you still see it a lot on TikTok, dude, where all the kids fucking decide they want to go and argue instead of just swiping to the next video.
That's because I
That,
mean, they're young. They haven't. Me and you, we were born in the trenches of this bullshit. We've already had all the arguments. We've already been through it all. Now the new generation, they're gonna come in and they try to argue with us. Like, and all we say is like, look, listen here, whippersnapper. We already done been here.
no, we laid the groundwork
We
for what
laid
you're trying to claim.
for what you're trying to claim. We've already had like they'll try to reignite some old discourse that we have already dealt with forever ago. Like shut the fuck up, little one.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not we're not doing this again. Which is by the way, I love this one post I saw. It went viral. It was like the fact that I'm in danger of seeing the opinion of a 14-year-old it should be a crime.
don't think I've seen that one.
No, it's funny to me because I'm just like, you're kind of right. Because it's like, at no point should I ever be engaging with fucking 15-year-olds on topics that are way beyond them.
I agree.
Like, what the fuck?
I agree wholeheartedly.
Like, what the
Or
fuck
when a,
are you?
or when a you know or when a teenager tries to tell me what the right way is to feel over something.
Like,
Like,
buddy,
motherfucker. This ain't my first rodeo
this
here,
ain't,
bro.
this ain't my first rodeo. We already been through. Trust me, we've been through this already. We've already had this. The debates, the fights, the all of it. We've already done this. You're the one that's new here. Shut the fuck up.
It's like what the lion says in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Do not quote to me the deep magic witch. I was there when it was written.
I love using that. I love using that line. Like, yes, we were there when this shit started. Shut the fuck up. You got nothing. Don't you dare try to cite this, that, or the third at me, motherfucker. We were there when this shit started.
And dude, you see it so bad on Reddit, Twitter. Oh my god.
Oh my god, see these young bloods trying to ignite some discourse because they just now learning about a thing you and I have already learned about, talked about this, that, and the third 10 fucking years ago. You're just now learning about the casual
And
rate.
that's usually my response. I'm like, you're just now hearing about this? The fuck?
We've been through
Really?
these. Really shows our age, though. When we
It
say
does.
when we say shit like that, I'm like, are you new here? And it's like, no, sir. I mean, like, yes, sir, but that means you've been here a long time, and it's actually exhausting when you think about it. It's just like, wow,
It is.
we really have been doing these arguments for fucking years. Good God.
And one that gets me is like, something that everyone in our generation has dealt with is unemployment at some point or another. Okay?
Yeah.
And these kids like, oh, I'm not afraid to switch jobs, blah 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 blah. I'll quit, blah 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 blah. I was like, and we're telling them, don't fucking quit. Let them fire you.
Oh my
Make
God.
them fire you, so that way you get unemployment easier. Well, I don't need that. I'll get another job.
Good luck.
No,
The
you
job,
ain't.
no, you ain't. The job market is a fucking nightmare. We've already been through it. Getting a job is hard.
Or trying to explain to them, don't job hop every 3 fucking months.
It looks horrible on your resume. Don't do
It
it.
does. And it's just like, and you watch them do it, and they're like, damn, I'm having such a hard time finding a job. No fucking shit. It's almost like somebody warned you of this.
Because you haven't kept a job and kept the same job in years. You've been a job hopping. And eventually no one wants to hire a motherfucker who keeps job hopping.
No, they don't. Because they'll look at it like, oh, well, I can't depend on him to actually do his job.
To actually stick
I can't depend
around.
on him to, I can't depend on him to show up like I need him to. Or here's another one. Here's one that really gets me. People wanting to quit the job they have before they have something else lined up.
Oh my God. I'm like, are you people fucking crazy?
Alive.
And I'm like, they're like, well, why should I accept a job I don't want to work? So you can at least have some kind of money coming in while you're looking for something else.
On midnight, trees blackened by fire.
That's why.
That's why, motherfucker.
And I will clothe you, my lord.
Oh God. I needed that laugh.
Oh, bro, yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I am absolutely right there with you, 100%. We
But
are.
yeah, no, I love how these 20-something-year-olds are trying to tell me how to financially run my life, and I'm like, motherfucker, you aren't even old enough to be as old as my oldest pair of underwear.
You
And
don't
you're
know.
trying to tell me how to handle my money.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I hate it. I hate to say it, but I do tell young people, you can't tell me something I don't know already. I promise you. Whatever you know, I've already learned years before you, dog. Remember when? you, Mikey, and Tana, and I think it was somebody else was talking about Fallout, and I pointed out that
Yeah.
like, bro, I was like, bro, we have we're two times to three times your age. It's nothing personal against you, but you don't have a point of reference. You just started. You can't have a point of reference. We do.
You know, yeah, that blew my fucking mind, that conversation. I'm like, how are you going to sit here and lecture me about Fallout when I've played every single Fallout game that ever fucking exists?
All of them. You can't who do you think you're lecturing, whippersnapper?
You're telling me about the fucking lore of the game when, yeah, no.
When you were there when it was written. You
Exactly.
don't fucking try to explain this to me.
Oh my god. That was
I
such
need
a
more
senseless
to
argument.
achieve the
Swear to God.
perfect shade.
What's up?
I said that was such a senseless argument. I swear to
Farewell.
God it was.
Straight up.
Oh,
I'm like, listen, I like you, but listen here, you little shit. Uh, we done been through this. We done been through we didn't been through this a million times. We before you were even a thought in your father's nuts. Okay, buddy. We've already been through this.
and the fucking sad thing is that's actually true. Because Fallout 1 came out way back in the 90s. I mean,
Eh,
come on now.
do not
these
take it
these
the
kids
wrong way.
weren't even alive.
Oh, that's why
Oh my
I
god. Or here's
go
one
ahead.
too. You know, going back to something you said.
Mm-hmm.
What RPGs were you playing? I know what RPGs you were playing. You were playing fucking Final Fantasy and shit like that. Because you've
Exactly line.
always and Final Fantasy is a Japanese,
I play.
Asian,
I
etc.
play. Yeah,
created
I,
game,
I played a lot of JRPGs when I think about it.
and they don't really include black people in their games. I
With
mean,
the
there's only
with
been one.
with the exception
There's only been
of the Monster Hunter series, yeah, pretty much never.
yeah. I mean, there's only been in the Final Fantasy series. There was only one black guy that I remember being in it.
Barrett, baby.
Yeah, Barrett. But didn't he die in like 6 or 7 or something like that?
No. Barrett is a staple character. He's never died.
Okay, I thought they had killed him off or something like that.
Nah.
But in any case, he's the only black guy I remember ever seeing in the Final Fantasy series.
Yep.
Final Fantasy series.
And they designed him quite well. The representation of Barrett has always been great. He's always been well, a lot of and Japanese people love him. He's always been the standard bearer, I would say, of black representation in Japanese media.
But you take the other JRPGs at the time. There were no black people.
There were no black people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I mean when I say it's like it can be done. It's a conscious choice for motherfuckers to not do it because you ain't gonna tell me a motherfucker who came in the '90s came up with fucking Final Fantasy VII, came up with a big hulking black dude with a fucking Gatling gun for an arm, and everyone fucking loves him. You telling me the rest of these motherfuckers couldn't do that too?
They could. They just chose not to.
They chose not to. I don't want to see a black
But you,
guy in that
you
game, right?
but you got to think about it too. In the early 2000s and the 90s, most of the games were coming from Asia.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of them were, except for PC games.
Mm-hmm.
But for consoles, most of the games are coming from the Asian market and being brought over to the United States.
Yeah.
They don't portray a lot of black people in their games. They don't portray a lot of white people either, but they do portray more white people than they do black people.
Yep.
But you didn't see anybody hollering inclusivity about those games, now did you?
No, I mean that was a different time. The culture has changed because people are very whiny these days. I don't usually like saying the these days quote unquote. I hate that personally. I hate that phrase. But there are some things I will not deny. People are way more whiny these days.
Yes, they are. They
Well,
get
just
butt hurt a lot easier.
a lot
For
easier.
somebody like me, who has no filter and who's very blunt, that's an issue.
Yeah. Nah,
Because I think you've already seen. I don't mind saying what's on my mind.
yeah. I'm a considerate guy. I like to think I do have a filter. I don't deny it.
I do not.
But 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 even I will admit I have and will admit that, there's a lot of people that are like really fucking whiny and oversensitive these days. I've said to people like, after a certain point, can we just tell some people just suck it the fuck up? Like after a certain point, we ain't got.
I do that all the time.
I have said we ain't gotta fucking placate everybody. Sometimes we can just tell people like, chill out, dog. Like you are getting pissed over nothing,
Over nothing. Over words.
over words, over this, that, and the third. This is really not that deep.
I
It's
mean, it's like, I've told many people to suck it up. Get the fuck over
Bow
it.
without equal. You
please.
And
lack the required
I do that a
materials.
lot. I do that pretty much
Very
on the
sorry.
daily,
Thank you.
especially on fucking Discord.
Your
Dear
bow will
God,
terrify the invaders.
I have met more people in their fucking feelings on Discord than I have anywhere else. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. I got a message from a friend. Sorry.
Uh, what the fuck am I? Chopped liver? You hurt my feelings. Fucker.
Oh, sorry.
No, 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 no. It's too late now.
Please forgive me, Chaos. I'm sorry.
Do we even still have an audience?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah,
Sort of.
we got 3 people. It's
Well,
just,
that's better than none.
better than none. Oh, 1 second. It is a Friday. I don't blame people for not being here, but I do appreciate the few who stuck around. We got JJ and Monkey Man and a third guy somewhere.
Monarchy, I need a nanner. Give me a nanner. Well, here's a topic of discussion.
Headaches. A knife.
Give me 1 second. Don't deserve a banana.
Well, fuck you too, then, Monarchy man.
There's a friend of
I'm gonna
mine.
let that one. I'm gonna let that one go,
That was
Rico.
that was an
Let it
easy
go.
that was an easy layup. Fuckface. What's the problem?
Because that would have been too racist even for me.
Yeah, probably. But hey, I got a buddy of mine. I wish I was planning on sending him a little money to help him out, and I can't because I got hit with a bunch of overdraft fees. That's the guy who messaged me. He was asking me, he's like, "What I still gonna help him?" And I'm like, "Shit, that overdraft fees ate. I had like a negative $100 some dollars in overdraft fees, and that shit got me good."
Well, you just got paid your VA check too, didn't you?
Yeah, but it all went to bills. The next paycheck is when I'll have money to throw around.
See, I was thinking you would have money left out of this one, but I get you. Just tell him you can't do it this time. That shit came up that you were not expecting. All you can do is tell him the truth, and he can either understand or not understand.
That's what I've told him.
I mean, this is why I don't make promises to people unless I know absolutely I can keep them.
All right, yeah. I try not to make promises I can't keep, but I wasn't expecting, you know, overdraft
Yeah.
fees. I wasn't expecting that. That was too many. I expected one overdraft fee, not fucking 5. So I
Which, if
goofed
you
up.
talk to your if you talk to your bank, you might be able to get those refunded.
Right! Fuck, I forgot. They usually do refund them for me. Fuck! I should have called them. It's
Call them
too late.
tomorrow.
I'll
They're open
call
on
them.
Saturday.
Yeah, I'll call them
They're open
tomorrow.
on Saturday.
If I can get that money back, yeah, I'll be able to help them out.
Damn, I feel like I've been driving all fucking day long today.
Yeah, are you done yet?
Oh shit, that's an undercover cop. I better slow my happy ass down. No, I still haven't made it to my second story yet. I'm still 40 miles away from it.
Damn, we've been talking for a while
But
for 2 hours and 12
yeah,
minutes,
yep,
and you're still on the road.
yeah, I'll get this store knocked out, and then I'll still be like 100 miles from home. So, but at least it's close to home, anyways.
Right on. What was the topic you want to bring up? I'm good now.
Games that should have ended long before where we're at now. For example, I think the Final Fantasy series should have ended a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, it was the fun fact is it was supposed to. That's where it got the name Final Fantasy from. It was supposed to end, but didn't because it was a surprise success. They expected it. The studio was about to go under. They thought it was over for them. But then the release of Final Fantasy was such a monumental success that they were Square Enix. Yeah, they were about to go under, but they unexpected.
Yes,
But it was such a monumental fucking success that it blew up.
Square Enix was always in danger of going under, though. As far back as I can remember, they always had money issues with every game they tried to put out.
Well, that's because they keep
Uh,
projecting. They keep projecting what they think they're supposed to make, even though they're hitting huge numbers. They're not hitting their projections,
no.
which is what
See,
hits me.
I played the original Final Fantasy back on the Nintendo, and it was a great game for what it was. It was an 8-bit game, but it was a great game. It had a decent story to it. And then Final Fantasy 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 15. I think that honestly, I think once they had a Final Fantasy on one of the newer generations of consoles, like PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, they should have stopped there.
Yeah,
They really should have.
they could have said they could have coasted on their laurels at that point, but they just kind of won't stop. Even though like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth were monumental successes, Square Enix is saying literally came out saying like, "Oh, it didn't hit the projections we anticipated, so it was a flop." It was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You sold millions of units worldwide. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What were you?" And I remember somebody making a joke about it. They were like, "Y'all need to fire whoever is y'all financial projectors. Like, who the fuck is telling y'all supposed to be making more than what you've already made? Like, who is telling y'all fucked up? What is happening?"
Yeah. Exactly. Or I'll even say this, and this will be an unpopular opinion. They never should have made as many Halo games as they made.
Yeah, Halo
They
should have
never
ended.
should.
Halo definitely should have ended.
Halo should have ended with the death of Master Chief.
Yeah, they should have let it die. Oh,
Honestly, I don't know how. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about the Mass Effect remakes that they're doing.
oh God, yeah, that's fair.
Um, what's another one? Uh, all of the Need for Speed games they
They've made like 50 of those.
made, just like all the Forzas that they made, and all of the fucking. Okay, well, I can't. I want to say Madden games. I want to say all the basketball games, but that's something that okay, I can understand they keep those because that changes every fucking
Hey,
what?
can you excuse me for 5 minutes? I'll be right back.
All right,
See, you can stay on the call, but I will be right back. I already cut the commercial and turned on the stream music.
all right, I'll be here, man.
All right, be right back. I'm back.
It's about fucking time.
I stopped for a burger. I was really hungry. I realized I was really hungry.
5 minutes, my ass. The fuck.
I stopped for.
I had enough time to mentally scar you.
Ah!
And to mentally scar DJ too.
Well, I expect no less there. All right, but yes, I'm back.
Do we have anybody even left in the stream?
Is anybody still here? I see 4 people, so like, is anybody still here? We all just chilling, listening to the music? Cause I'm back, baby. Yep, JJ's still here. Monkey Man's here. Good to go. An hour and 10 minutes left to go on this stream. Huh.
I don't know. I think you should add 10 more minutes back to it because you weren't here for 10 of it.
Yeah. I'll add an additional 10 minutes. But
I'm just joking.
But seriously, you have made this a lot easier for me to do, and I really appreciate that. Because my Adderall comes in tomorrow. Hi, Fiend, good to see you. The Adderall comes in tomorrow, so I should be good going forward. So thank you for helping me get through today.
Hey, it's always good to have a co-host, my friend.
It is.
In 2.4 miles, turn right
You
into
still on the road?
Yeah, I'm about 2.5 miles away from the store. And 2.5 miles away from the store and 65 miles away from home. So I'll knock this store out real quick and then be home within an hour or two, depending on what traffic's like.
Right on. Monkey Man, Pop Fiend, JJ, how we holding up? I just ate dinner, so I'm good.
What the fuck did they do to the new Tundras? They made them look like fucking Chevrolets. The hell? Like a cross between a Chevrolet and a Dodge. That was not a good look.
Oh God, I feel so much better now. I got some food in me. I definitely should have ate
Yeah,
sooner.
got to quit skipping meals, brother.
I probably should stop skipping meals. Yeah. And Pop Fiend, welcome to the land of the living, big dog. Monkey Man, thank you for hanging with Caleb to play some Remnant 2 with him. I really appreciate that. As I am here and I'm going to complete my 8 hour or not 8 hour, 4 hour stream.
Monarchy Man is trying to get Caleb's banana. Is that how it is? Okay.
Give me your
Watch your
banana.
banana, Caleb.
Give me your
Watch your banana,
banana.
Caleb.
He'll take it. He'll take your shit. Damn, I kind of have all the skills mastered already.
Thief. Looks like you attacked the wrong caravan. Stay still. I can end your suffering.
No, my lord. I killed these bandits, and I won't stop till I've gutted the rest.
Aren't you one of them?
Not by choice.
Goodness, I'm so ready
They
to
forced me
kick
to
back
join.
in my recliner.
Said it would pay my family's debt. After years working for them, I went home and saw they'd killed my family, stolen all they had. I refuse to die until I've killed every last one.
Those bandits have earned death, but you can't do it alone.
I would welcome your help. My name is Gomyo.
Jin Sakai, show me where the others are.
Damn.
What?
Like I said, the story is always so fucking heavy. Someone's kids, someone's family. People's families always getting killed in this game.
Well, I mean, you are playing in well, okay. You're playing in fantasy feudal Japan, are you not?
Yeah.
So there's always somebody dying.
It's always somebody. I'm like, does anybody get a fucking happy ending in this story? Jesus.
I don't think most of the Japanese know how to write a happy ending.
We'll do it together. Let's
No. God, no. Look at the way he's running. Jesus. This is waddling.
If you have information I can
This
use,
is an
tell me.
aspect
Of
of the
course.
new
I
segment
know
that
this
is
camp
not
well.
They're outside the main camp.
Lookouts should take them out first.
Jesus Christ.
Is everything all right?
That building near the water.
It's where they keep what they
Oh,
steal.
freaking political spam
What's in
text
there?
messages.
That's where the bastards sleep.
Oh yeah.
It belongs to their leader, Gorahachi. He's the worst of them all.
It's a bigger camp than I expected. These bandits are a threat to the whole
They're a
prefecture.
pain in my
Let's
ass.
go.
I can't wait for the election to end, dog.
They're all going to die.
Watch your back.
It's Gomyo.
You and me both.
like when it's finally fucking over, we can all just go back to life. No more ads, no more bullshit. Just let it end.
Amen.
Oh man, he is running into the fight. Jesus.
He wants to.
Won't let him see. The ghost! Hide! Kill him!
What the hell? Oh, shit.
Stay quiet, please.
Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah, sorry about that. Come on. Easy pickings. Easy pickings. Yeah, no, this ain't so. Even on hard mode, this is not that bad.
Well, I guess the chances of you getting Cyberpunk this month are slim to none, huh?
This month? I mean, I told you my next paycheck is next.
Oh, that's right. You still get paid from your regular job. That's right.
Yep. Which is
I was thinking of your disability and your VA thing.
And yeah, no, I get paid.
Because right now, well, what day do you get paid on?
The 7th.
Let me double check something.
So yes, I will get Cyberpunk. Don't you worry.
Holy fuck! It's still full price for the disc. Holy
Seriously?
shit! $59.99.
Where'd he go?
And still $49.99 on fucking PlayStation Store.
An attack!
So yeah, it's going to be a $50. Well, unless you get that's for the base game. If you get the Ultimate Edition, it's $70.99.
Almost there.
I would recommend getting the Ultimate Edition because you'll at least save.
Any idea where they went?
You'll save $20.
All right.
You'd pay $49. You'll pay $49.99 for the base game, and then another $30 for the DLC.
Gorahachi, I'll take your head.
Whereas if you just get the Ultimate Edition for $70.99, you'll get both.
Had to be him. Come and fight.
I was hoping it was still on sale.
Run away.
Easy pickings.
I was hoping it was still on sale on the PlayStation Store.
If it's not, no big deal. Come on.
I'll kill you with my bare hands. Get down! Down! He's dead. It's done.
All right. I did it.
Your wounds. I can't do
Job.
anything for them.
I should have
All
been
right,
dead
man.
when
I'm
you
gonna
first
get in
found
this
me.
store and get this shit over and done with, man. I'll holler at you later.
With your
I'll be
help,
here whenever you're ready.
And now, I
All
beg
right,
one
brother.
last favor. Don't leave my body with this filth.
You have a good. Oh,
Be at peace, Gomyo.
damn. I swear, y'all, everyone's story is fucking sad in this game. Everyone's. Jesus. There ain't no goddamn happy endings in Ghost of Tsushima. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. But yeah, y'all, so whoever's still here, I've done a 3-hour stream so far. I'm pretty proud of myself that I managed to make it 3 hours without my Adderall. I'm pretty pleased. Oh shit. You got some ibuprofen, buddy? You're good, Pop Fiend. You're good. Well, I'm sorry you ain't got no ibuprofen. Fucking hell, y'all. I have, Pop Fiend, I have. I'm doing it. 1 hour to go, and I've completed a 4-hour stream without Adderall. Holy shit. I'm pretty pleased with myself. All right, time to carry on with the adventure. Ah. Where have all the good men gone? And something, something, something. Ooh. I need a hero. I need a hero. Something, something, something tonight. Dun, 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 dun. It's gotta be stronger than life. I need a hero. Something, something, na 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 na. I need a hero. God, this game is long, y'all. Yeah, I'm still on Act 2, Pop Fiend. Fuck. Like, how am I still here? Why? How? How hasn't this ended yet?
One of Tomoe's training camps is around here.
Ah! The coast! Don't kill me!
What's going on?
Take whatever you want.
I'm not a thief.
Everyone knows you're attacking caravans. The ghost and the demon sensei.
Sensei Ishikawa? That's a lie.
I've heard you myself.
Heard us? When?
Not long ago. Tearing up the road like starving wolves.
What? The Ghost and the Demon Sensei. Interesting. See, it's pretty long, but you get your money's worth. Yeah, I'm definitely getting my money's worth, but fuck!
How are Sensei Ishikawa and I being blamed for highway robbery? Head north. Find out who's responsible.
Ugh. I need a hero. I need a hero. I kind of want to see how many hours I've already got into this game. So I have no idea. Monkey Man, yes you can. So I'm just checking something on my phone real quick. All right. That's enough dicking around on my phone. Oh, you know what? I think I've done good enough for today. I can't believe I made it 3 hours even without Adderall, but I did it. Yeah. I think I can wrap it up here. Pop Fiend, please get well soon, buddy. I'm sorry about your headache.